Hello, everyone. My name is Alondra Perez Cortez, and today I'm going to introduce you PayBack, reminding you what you owe so Shane doesn't have to. Now tell me, have you ever loaned money to a friend or family, and a few weeks later, even days, you see them spending money on useless things before they've even paid you back? They don't even try to bring it up in the conversation anymore. And after a while, it seems like they've just completely forgotten that they owe you money. Those conversations are awkward, and you feel like the bad guy for wanting your own money back. Well, not anymore. Welcome to PayBack. It's an app. PayBack allows friends and family to keep track of money lent and money borrowed, and take the awkward conversation out of the equation. To use the app, a borrower can make a request to a lender for a loan. The lender can approve or deny that loan, and then it'll be linked to both of your accounts. You'll be able to see the user's borrower reputation as a score out of 5 to see if they're even worth lending money to. Do they pay back money that they borrowed, or do they just leave you feeling like a glass of water next to a cat on a counter, pushed aside and broke? Now, let's let Olivia, one of our talented front-end developers who made this happen, demo the app for you.
Be demoing PayBack. PayBack is an app that allows users to lend and borrow money from each other. The app also sends out alerts to the borrower, reminding them to pay back their money as the due date approaches. So those awkward and dreaded conversations about payment are eliminated, which helps to preserve relationships. So let's get started. So as soon as a user logs into the application, they're gonna see a choice to register or log in. Today, I'm gonna be demoing from the perspective of a user that is already registered. So we'll just log in, and once you click that, you'll put in your username and a password. And once the user has successfully logged in, it'll take them straight to a page that basically shows their lending and borrowing history, and next to every transaction that has not been paid, it will have a check option for the lender to check paid once the money has been paid, and it will update in the borrower's account. So users also have the option to search each other. For instance, if I wanted to borrow money, I would search a user, and once that user is searched, their account will be pulled up. It'll give some basic information, and like a contact form and a reputation. This reputation scores allows users to kind of decide for themselves if the person they're lending or borrowing to is trustworthy enough based on the scores. So for instance, let's say I wanted to borrow money from this person. I'd click on the borrow button, and we'll do $50, and we'll select the due date for gas. And once you fill out the form, you'll just submit it, and the page will reroute you back to your money moves. And at the bottom of it, that transaction will show up, letting you know that you did this. And you can also do the same thing if you wanted to lend money. We'll say 50 and 26 for groceries. And you can submit it, and that will also show up into the user account, and that is PayBack.
Thank you so much, Olivia. Now, we soft launched this app back in June of this year through August. Let's see how our users use the app via an administrator's dashboard made through Tableau. Now, as we can see here, most transactions were approved at a 92.47% approval rating. Lenders gave borrowers an average of 17 days to pay back their loan. However, we're still seeing users pay back their loan at about a 1 day after the due date. if we take a closer look at the time delay to pay back, we see that the transactions rated 5 stars were actually paid about 3 days before the due date. Lenders tended to decrease the borrower ratings at an increasing rate the longer the borrower took to pay back, TM. On that note, we see that the score of 3 was not used at all by our users. So I wonder if it's almost too much of a range for users to pick from. Maybe there are just too many choices. Maybe there's a better system for lenders to rate borrowers. Moving forward, we see that the average transaction rating is about 3.5 stars. This is pretty low, but I think that it's indicative that we are reaching our target audience, people who don't pay back. Now, I think we're giving our borrowers a reality check and maybe holding them accountable for the first time. We hope that when we hard launch and we see long-term use of the app, we see improved scores in our users. Moving on to our monthly statistics, with the soft launch again, we weren't looking at too long of a time range, but we're seeing that there's a general increase in usage over time in the 3 months of our preliminary results. Lastly, we've been able to help our users successfully lend over $38,000, meaning our lenders got their money back, with an average of $78 per transaction out of the 528 approved transactions. Now, we're so proud that we've been able to help our lenders positively. We see so much promise for our app, and we hope to continue seeing success. Now, I'd like to share a little bit more about how we built the app. Using these tools, our talented team came together with expertise in many areas. Now, let's shout out our ladies. I'm so thankful to have been part of this team and can't wait to see how we grow. Each one of these talented ladies is very phenomenal and such a pleasant team to work with. I'd also like to thank Girl Develop It for creating a hackathon and creating a space where women and non-binary folk can come together to take up more space in tech. Girls, we developed it. Thank you.